All right, it's time to put the color to the.
Oh, this was a better white.
To the canvas. And one thing that I have that has stuck with me every single time I've been instructed by Marlene is use a palette knife and draw your horizon line, and you don't want to cut the canvas right in half. So we're gonna use the rule of thirds here. And I'm gonna put my horizon line at the top third portion of the canvas, maybe, I'd say probably right about here.
Okay.
Would you agree?
This photo really does use the rule of thirds.
It does, it does.
Amazing.
Okay.
Get some of this. Okay, so we'll start with what Tia said. We're gonna, John, can you open this?
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yay. I knew there was a reason we invited you.
Yeah. Just the muscle.
Okay, and you know, I have both brushes and palette knives here. I love palette knife. But we'll be using both of them, and again, that's very personal. You know, use what is more comfortable to you. Get some purples out.
I think I'm missing a color that I need. Okay, I got white, yellow, blue, red, orange. Do I need a brown?
No, you can make brown very
I could just make
easily
brown?
with
Okay.
all those colors that
Okay.
you have. I'm going to show you guys, I think we've talked about this before in the past, but how to create olivey green. I prefer not to use green from the tube, although you can, and then tone it down. I prefer to make my own greens, but we'll get there. You know, we're going to start with the sky, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pull my palette knife across here and get a little bit of a horizon here. Whoops. Okay. The other thing when you're painting, you know, now this to me is the way it's set up in the thirds pretty much is pretty perfect. But when you take a photo and you look at your photo, look at it and say, what is most important to me? Is it the water? Is it this part here, you know, the beautiful trees? Is it the sky? In the original picture, the trees went all the way down to about here. The only reason I cut them off was because that became too heavy for a painting. So if you're outside, you're going to look at it and you're going to think about that. So what's most important? It is fall, but to me, actually in this picture, in this photo, almost everything is important. This part here, I really like this, but a lot of people would probably leave it out.
I like it. I think it gives some point of view and a different perspective and almost a moodiness of what's going on over here.
Right.
Where can I go?
Right, and compositionally,
yeah,
it's perfect. I mean, you've got this leading you in this way, this bringing you this way, so this bringing you this way. So you've got compositionally a really, it gives you more movement and it brings your eye into your picture.
Do you mind if I grab some brushes, Marlene?
No, please do. And there's big ones down there if you want big ones.
Oh, yeah.
Squint your eyes to see color, and when I look here, I see a lot of purples and pinks here.
Yep.
Okay, I actually see the blue, very, very light blue going
It's like a vignette of blue.
Yes, yes, it's beautiful. Going into, I feel an orange here, a little bit of an orange, and a little bit of a yellow above it. Almost a yellow-green, because what does yellow and blue make? You know, everybody says there's no green in the sky. Well, obviously, if you have blue sky and yellow clouds, there's going to be some green.
Right, that's so true.
So we're gonna, I'll get a,
Sorry.
I would want to just do all palette knife because I love it, but I'm gonna go with a brush.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you guys are using brushes. There's larger
Well, we could
brushes
go all
here.
palette knife if you.
It doesn't matter. It's, you know, it's totally up to you guys.
Okay.
What would you like?
I guess I'll just take a.
So okay, so you took off your white shirt and you have a white T-shirt on.
Yeah, but this one doesn't matter to me.
That one you can get full of
Yeah,
paint.
this one I can get paint on. So this one doesn't matter to me.
You might want to hold a paper towel or two in your hands because, especially you.
I am new to this.
I know.
Just may mess
You
up.
do great. You're just very easy to tease.
Yeah.
Okay.
I make it easy. I make it easy.
So I'm going to start, and I'm going to kind of do the same thing I do with a palette knife with my brush. Pick up a little bit of white
Okay.
and a little bit of blue, all on the same brush. An oil brush should be held back here, never here.
Mhm.
When you hold it here, you're painting from your wrist to your painting. When you hold it here, you're painting from your brain to your painting.
Gotcha.
And if you can learn to do that, you actually end up with more control. So I'm going to kind of start putting this in. It's kind of a ultramarine. I can go much faster if I'm using a palette knife, but that's okay. I'm going to dip into my, I don't use very much medium because paints nowadays are pretty moist, but this Galkite gel is one of the things that I do like to use. And then Gamsol, because it's not pure turpentine, which I don't care for. Okay.
Maybe I should have put some purple in my.
Have some purple.
Yeah.
Purple is good for you. Okay, and it's very light, so, you know, I'm gonna, on the top. So I'm gonna come down here. I'm actually gonna put my purple right on top of my painting. Okay, so you barely see the blue. It's very, very light. I'm gonna add a touch of manganese blue to my ultramarine in the corner here. And then I'm gonna keep wiping my brush out. I'm gonna go strictly to white. Just white, and what it'll pick up is a little bit of blue that's on my brush to come down. Now, one of the things I like to do with sky is instead of just going horizontally, you know, as if we were on the movie Karate Kid, you know, paint up, paint down. Paint sideways, paint horizontally, paint any way you want. Give it some movement. I love giving sky movement. So over here where I've got it dark, what I might do instead of what I've done is change my stroke.
Oh.
Give it some wind. You know, even if you don't really see it that way, it just makes it a little bit more interesting. Okay, I'm going to, I didn't bring turp, but I'm going to try to clean my brush out really well.
Actually, I think right now would be a good time to take a commercial break.
Okay,
We can keep painting our skies here, but we'll get some more instruction when we come back.
sounds good to me. You guys are doing phenomenally.
Thank you.